How's it going, everyone? It's Gadgets Boy. Welcome to another video. In this one, we're going to be taking a look at a budget smart TV from Xiaomi. It's the Xiaomi Fire TV F2. It's got Fire TV in there, hence the name. And it's one of those TV where it doesn't cost a lot of money to buy, but you could probably still pick up something that's slightly better on the market for around the same price tag. But as far as smart TVs go, this is actually one of the best I've used. Let's take a look and see why. Xiaomi isn't new to the world of electronics. You may know them from their smartphones and maybe even e-scooters. And we now have a TV which has all the smart features Amazon has to offer via Fire TV and so many streaming options. First off, the setup process is very straightforward. It comes with most of the things you need to get it up and running, like the stands, which are plastic, by the way. You simply screw them in using the screws provided, and you have a warranty booklet in various languages in the packaging. A power cable that's also not that long, especially for those who like to do their cable management. And you get a remote control which uses two AAA batteries, but the batteries aren't included, so do bear that in mind. Once it's out of the box and plugged in, you just need to sign in using your Amazon account and select some applications you want to install and follow the on-screen instructions. The update at the start takes longer than the actual setup process, so again, do bear that in mind. The TV itself has minimal bezels and doesn't look like a sub £400 55-inch TV. I like the black colorway and would look nice in your living room, or it would make a good TV, second TV for the kids' room, for example. On the back, you have the option to mount it on the wall, and plenty of ports are available, including 4 HDMI ports, of which one of them is eARC ready and supports CEC, so you can control it using other remote controls or use your remote control to control other things that supported and connected to the TV. In the box, there's also a component cable in there. Are people still using component connection options these days? Let me know in the comments below. Software and performance wise, I think it's very easy to use and understand with no prior knowledge of the TV or the brand. You have all the streaming services available like Netflix, Paramount Plus, Apple TV, Prime, and more so, fill your boots. It's powered by a 4-ARM Cortex A55 MediaTek chipset, and I think it runs smoothly, at least use it for a month or so, and not sure how it would change in the long run though. You get 16 GB of built-in storage and 2 GB of RAM, and since it's a Fire TV, the remote is also voice ready for Alexa services, and the remote also has quick shortcuts as well, like Disney Plus, Prime Video, Netflix, and other applications as well. Deep dive into the settings, you have a whole bunch of things you can change, from the sound settings, which include equalizer if you know what you're doing. You have some visual settings, including an advanced mode to tweak things. But if you don't want to tinker with all these kind of things that's advanced, then you can simply just select one of the presets for the TV, or let the TV decide what to deliver based on what's connected to the input. For example, if you have your Xbox connected, a game mode is automatically selected. Speaking of sound, you have two 12-watt speakers, which it will suffice. It's not the loudest and it's not the best for sound quality when it comes to bass and sound separation. It's great for things like voice, so when watching documentaries, you'll be able to hear things properly, no problems there at all. But to be honest, you're better off buying a soundbar or speakers to enhance your sound experience. Picture-wise, you have a 4K IPS panel here with a resolution of 3840 by 2160 pixels, so 4K. It's bright at night, but not so much in daylight, with peak brightness of 380. The TV can play HDR or HDR10 content, but don't be fooled by these things, as you won't see a massive difference compared to higher end TVs with these sort of functions as well. Having said that though, I do think it does a decent job in keeping colors true to life and keeping the blacks dark. With over 1 billion colors and shades, the TV can also display over 90% of the DCI-P3 color space. For motion smoothness, it has MEMC to prevent image tearing, and again, for the price point, I think it does an okay job. For the gamers out there though, there's something to bear in mind. You only get 60 Hz refresh rate. There's no variable refresh here at all, even though you get that HDMI 2.1 in there. It doesn't support those high-end features that you'd expect for your gaming experience. Input lag is also something to bear in mind. It's not the best for this, but it's okay if you're not a serious gamer or competitive gamer. If you just want something to casually game on here and there, then this is absolutely fine. If you want to connect it to your PC as well, you can do so and use it as a PC monitor, but it's quite big at 55 inches, although you can get a smaller version as well, but it's still quite big to be using it for that purpose. But if you really want to, like in a studio environment like mine, yes, you can do so. Overall, I think it's a great TV for the price, with a plethora of connectivity options and streaming services available. It makes it a decent media player at home. It's not consistent when it comes to color and balance, and the sound isn't the best as well. The numbers on paper may attract buyers, but in reality, you might want to see what else is on the market from the likes of TCL and LG, which cost around the same price points. That's not to knock the Xiaomi F2 though, because I think people would buy this as a media consumption tool or just as a second TV. So they wouldn't worry too much about not having a 120 Hz refresh or variable refresh rate, for example. So that's something to bear in mind. I think it still does an okay job. And at 55-inch for $499, I believe, at the point of this review, I think it's still pretty cheap. It's just a shame that it doesn't offer the same experience or all-round experience for the media consumption and gaming experience, which are the two things most people use their TVs for. Over to you though, let me know what you think based on this review. If you've liked it and you find it useful, please do like and hit the share button as well. And let me know what you think in the comments below. It does really help out in conversation. And I'll leave all relevant links in the description area so you guys can check it out and do further research of your own. But in the meantime, if this is your first time around here, please do subscribe, hit the bell notification so you get notified every time I upload a new video like this up on the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.